How's it going, everybody? Today I wanted to answer a somewhat common question that I get, and that is, how much commercial property insurance does my business need? And the answer really depends on a few different factors. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian Gutowski. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, whether that's for yourself, your business, or your family, and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. First, if you own your building, you need to make sure that you have enough building coverage to cover the replacement cost. So to determine that amount, you will take into consideration the square footage, the year built, the construction type, and other factors as well. But you will want to make sure that the replacement cost value is as close to accurate as possible so that you do have enough coverage if something major happens, such as a fire or a natural disaster, and you can cover the rebuilding costs without having to pay anything out of pocket. Now, if you are renting your space, you won't necessarily need building coverage, but if you have made any improvements or upgrades to your space, you should look into tenants, betterments, and improvements coverage. If you've installed any new lighting, flooring, or any other major upgrades, those might not be covered on your landlord's policy, and you will be responsible for them if there's any damage, if there is a claim situation. And then next, you will want to think about your business personal property coverage, also known as BPP. This will cover things like machinery, furniture, specialized equipment, computers, essentially any of the contents that your business owns that is inside your building. You will want to make sure that you have enough coverage to cover the replacement cost of those if there is any damage, maybe again in a situation where there is a major claim, such as with a fire or major storm, natural disaster, or something like that. And depending on the equipment that your business has and uses to operate, another coverage you might want to consider is equipment breakdown, which can help protect against certain mechanical failures. Another thing to consider is if your business is in a flood zone or has any flood risk in general. A standard commercial property insurance policy will not automatically include flood coverage. So if you are at risk, you will either want to look into a separate policy completely, or see if the insurance company that you work with is able to offer some sort of flood endorsement or flood specific policy. And then there are some other optional coverages that you may want to consider as well. One that you could look into is ordinance or law coverage. If your building is damaged and there are costs to get certain parts up to code, this coverage can help with those expenses. This could be a major expense if you are in an older building, so it is something to consider. Next would be utility services interruption coverage. If a power outage or a utility failure shuts down your business for any period of time, this coverage can help protect you from the financial impact of that. And then another large coverage area that can be sometimes included on the commercial property section of your policy is business interruption coverage. Sometimes this may be its own separate section, or again, is included in commercial property coverage, but this can help replace lost income if your business is ever temporarily shut down for a covered claim. So it is extremely important that this number is accurate so that if your business is ever not in operation for an extended period of time, that you do have enough coverage. And if you can get this coverage on an actual loss sustained basis, that is ideal. Otherwise, you would want to fill out what is called a business income worksheet to help determine how much coverage you need in this area. So all of these factors are things that you should be looking into and considering when you are trying to determine how much commercial property insurance that your business does need. And every business is different, so it is important to look at your business's specific risks and needs to make sure that you have the right coverage in place. So thank you for watching, and if you are looking for help with your commercial insurance program, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, reach out on social media, whatever is easiest. And if you have any questions about insurance, whether it's commercial or personal related, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.